longevity matter?
Yes, it does. It definitely does. Especially, I feel like the prerequisite to getting tattoos is permanency. You expect to have something forever.
It depends on the client, I think. Because some clients tell me that they don't really care. If you want to get their hands tattooed, they don't really care. If it fades out, they just want to look good for like a little minute. But I think it matters more to artists. In my opinion, it matters more to me than it does to the client.
Yes, I hate doing 5 touch-ups on a Friday.
In like 2 years' time, when it's super faded and it doesn't look so cool, then you feel like the artist did you wrong.
I don't really want to ever revisit my pieces. So yeah, it's very important.
You want your tattoos to last. All the ones I've collected, I've never been for a touch-up because the guys did the shit right.
Which areas are your least favorite to tattoo?
Definitely the throat. I think it's super weird. I think I tattooed a guy on his throat the other day and his head was in my lap and his breathing dried out my eyes. So, not fun.
I would say the neck. It's pretty fleshy and trying to get into this little corner over here. It's a bit uncomfortable. I think for like the clients and the artist. I don't know. I just don't like the neck at all.
Ribs are my least favorite.
Yeah, the ribs for sure.
Yeah, ask any artist where they don't want a tattoo, they're going to say ribs for sure.
The ribs are not fun.
And it's solely because people can't stop moving around. And I don't blame them, it sucks getting your ribs tattooed and it can suck really bad. But that's why, but it's like breathing, everything. Yeah, people
everything,
swim,
and it has a weird shape. It almost like it has those ridges between the ribs.
Yeah, and then you got like...
And then it's super hard on the bone.
You got your midriff that's like...
And then it just dips. Feet. I got kicked in the face.
I've been kicked in the face too.
Boom.
Yeah.
How would you advise on covering up a tattoo?
A laser, man. Laser's your friend.
Or amputate.
Oh yeah. Or just fucking... What's it like? Boiling condensed milk.
Like take the tattoo artist's like professional prescription on it and be open to an idea that's probably not going to fall in line with yours completely, because you can't really be too picky, based off what you currently have. So I think you can't be too picky with it. Like, believe in the artist's ability, and like you can't give any restrictions in a sense.
It depends on what you want to cover. And there's so many things you got to think about, like where is it, how dark is it, how damaged is the skin. But I would most of the time I would recommend going for laser, man.
And if you can't go for laser and that's not something that you're willing to go through, then just prepare to maybe save a bit more so that you can get something 2 or 3 times the size of that one that you're trying to cover up.
Do tattoos have to have meaning?
Oh no.
Not necessarily.
Oh no, definitely. I mean, none of my tattoos have meaning, I think.
No.
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 Funny tattoos are the best tattoos.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't have to mean nothing, it can just be funny.
But you can if you wanted to.
But it's more so about how beautiful your tattoo is. Like, people see your tattoo before they understand your tattoo.
Tattoos all tend to generate meaning after they're done though.
50-50. I think when a tattoo has a bit of sentiment attached to it, I don't know, I think it's a beautiful thing, if it's for a loved one or it holds some sort of personal value to you. But I think we're moving more towards a thing of collecting artworks, like you would do paintings that you would hang up in your house, you know what I mean? So you approach an artist for their style, you admire what they create, you just sort of want to collect art from different sort of artists. It's not to say you need to always attach sentiments and some sort of crazy deep meaning to it.
I think for people, especially getting their first one, it helps to add meaning or to look for meaning, because it's a big deal getting your first tattoo. It's permanent. And I think people assume that if I'm going to get something that's permanent, it needs to mean something forever. So I think that helps people get over that hurdle of getting the first one.
Yeah.
Once that first one's done, it's like, oh, what else you got? What else can I put on?
Tattoos you refuse to do.
Lettering,
Dream catchers.
mandalas,
Fairies.
fuck.
Infinity signs.
90s tribal.
Yeah.
Maori tribal.
Compasses. I hate a compass with the background on the back.
Yeah, no, I'll tattoo anything.
How important is it to trust your tattoo artist?
Super important. It's going on your body forever.
Exactly.
It's gonna go with you to the grave.
Yes, you definitely have to trust your artist. It is permanent. If there's one thing that is more permanent than a car or a house, it's your tattoos. And if you go to an architect with a drawing that you have of your perfect house and your architect tells you, no dude, firstly these trusses are going to fall in over time, this part of the house is going to sink, you listen. And when someone's working on your body and doing something permanent, you listen to that person because they know what's best.
I don't know, for me personally, I feel if there's sort of no trust, it makes me feel a bit weird about it. I'm always tattooing with this sort of thing in the back of my mind, like, is this person enjoying this? Do they really want this design? So I don't know, I think it's super important.
If you go into an artist and you want their art, don't box them in doing something that's not their style. So you have to extend that leeway, and you have to entrust their vision. That's how it goes.
If a client can be a little too micromanaging, it's from the artist perspective, you tend to not enjoy that project anymore.
If you don't trust us, then it's something we can feel.
Yeah.
And instead of focusing on that detail, we're thinking, oh, did I say something wrong?
If the vibe is cuck between client and artist, the artist's not going to do their best work.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like that level of trust is super important. But don't be like rolled over on, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like if the artist is like fucking around a little bit, like leave.
Yeah, you'll be able to feel that.
Yeah, you should definitely it's definitely a two-way street.
If that trust isn't there, then the artist can feel it, and then you can't concentrate on giving
Yeah.
your best work because you're so worried that like this person's micromanaging.
I feel like if you don't trust me, like I'm more likely gonna fuck up
There's
because
extra
I
pressure,
feel more stressed.
Things a client shouldn't say to an artist.
Can I send the design to my wife?
I hate that so much, dude.
Are you sure you know what you're doing?
Talking smack about other
Yeah,
people,
I
maybe
hate
like
that.
about other artists. It's a client
Yeah.
comes in and maybe they had a bad time or whatever, and then they start ripping on people.
Yeah,
Don't talk shit about other tattoo artists to your tattoo
big
artist.
time cuckers about us.
Just doesn't look good because
No.
then also when you leave, we think you're going to talk shit about us. So.
Yeah.
How male clients speak to female artists can be fucking disgusting sometimes. Some of the shit that I hear some of my female colleagues that they have to deal with from clients is not okay, man. Like I think as long as there's just a good respect, you won't say anything that's horrible or disrespectful, or you might say some annoying stuff, but that's we can deal with that. But if you're going to be disrespectful, nope.
Don't tell a tattoo artist to give you the exact same tattoo as somebody else.
The exact time estimates. I can never really, I feel uncomfortable answering that question purely because then there's this sort of expectancy, and if you don't complete it in that time frame, there's this disappointment.
Don't tell me at the end of your session that you're gonna go swimming, you're gonna go to a party, anything strenuous. Don't tell me at the end of the session. Tell me long before the session that you have something planned.
Things an artist shouldn't say to a client.
I say dumb shit all the time.
Your feet stink, man.
Whoops.
Oh shit.
Are you sure about this?
Biggest mistake when tattooing?
Spelling error.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, easy.
Coloring in the wrong arrow on the compass.
Rushing.
Oh,
Not
wow.
taking your time, I think, is a big problem. Something I've also done a bit of in the beginning now, because obviously still learning, and you have this vision and you want to get to the end point as quick as possible because you want to get that gratification. And you just you want to see it happen as quick as possible. But I think that can lead to the longevity thing of not packing in black properly, or not taking your time with the line and making sure it's solid. And then you can see that shit when you see it healed. So that's something I think is a big thing to focus on.
Not maintaining your stencil is a good one, especially when you're doing realism.
Oh yeah.
I didn't, would you call it read a bit of script that I was meant to tattoo on the client, and they typed it out. It was this bit of text, and it was the word struggles, but the dude left out the T, so it was struggles. And I mean, I went through it, uploaded the picture, and like a few comments came in, it was like, oops, do you see that mistake? I was like, oh shit. But I called him back and it was an easy fix. But yeah, always make sure if you are duplicating whatever bit of script handwriting, like give it a double take, you know.
Make sure you do it to the T.
Yeah. Worst tattoos on your body?
On our own body?
Dreamer.
I hate all of them, man.
I have really collected some shite ones. I got a meatball. I got a deep fried prawn. I got 2 dicks now.
I got this weird ass tribal dragon on my leg. No.
I just have good tattoos. I literally.
I have so many. Like, there's a cover up going on every part of my body. There's literally a cover up everywhere, dude. I'm not gonna go through which is the worst one. There's a lot. You know who you are.
Should clients shave before the appointment?
If you like a hairy ass dude, I'd appreciate it if you at least give your arm or leg or whatever a trim.
I mean, arm or leg is fine, you know.
But like, it's just like hair everywhere. It's kind of messy. But I mean, it's not a necessary thing. Like, I'll shave you regardless.
I've got this thing, like if you shave against the grain, you get like ingrown hair, so I prefer to do it. Like, rather just come through, I'll shave for you.
Because we also have like razors that are skin safe and whatever. And people use normal like razors at home, and then your skin is whack.
Yes, if you have moles. If you have moles, it's just a mine. It's a mine pit.
Yeah, I suppose.
I have had clients that went for waxes like a day or 2 before,
that's stupid.
and they break out in rashes. It's not great. It's not a great idea.
Yeah.
So to be safe, don't shave unless you need to do some man or woman scaping.
Yeah, unless it's like something you're self-conscious about. But I mean, I love it. Especially when you shave nipples, bro.
Let's see, what's up with that smolder?
What is the best skin to tattoo?
I do like the inside of the bicep and the forearm the best.
Just
Always
in
nice
general?
shapes. Yeah. Best skin on the body to tattoo.
Oh yeah, that's cool. I thought we were talking like,
Types of skin.
yeah, like pigments of skin.
I was trying to lead it in a different direction.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
okay, cool.
That was me.
Okay, being more diplomatic, that's cool. I'll be the racist white guy then.
So forearm is prime real estate for like display, but in the bicep it's just very, very nice skin.
In terms of areas, I think skin that isn't like overly exposed to the sun, that's always best to tattoo.
Or calf and thigh.
It's really painful.
I find a lot of people handle it really well.
Yeah.
It can be more painful, but like as far as, besides like the pain side, as far as tattooing goes, that's a really nice place to tattoo.
Yeah.
The spots where it's like nice and soft, and you don't have to like stretch too much.
I love a forearm.
Yeah,
Forearm is where it's
arms
at.
are nice, legs are nice.
What's the weirdest thing you tattoo?
Weird. I've had I guess you could call it a weird concept, but it was actually super cool. It was a color piece of aliens landing on planet Earth and abducting a cow in like a farmland, and then the other side was I forget the name, which plane it was, but it was a plane dropping nuclear bombs. That was super random.
Super random, super rad.
But like totally different and totally unique. I was just like frothing to do that. That was super fun.
Someone came in and wanted a knife and fork on the other side of the nipple, which I said 100% yes to. And I think it's probably the most fun I've had tattooing.
What is the most painful area to tattoo?
Feet. Yeah. That's why you got kicked in your face.
Yeah.
Behind the knee, 100%. There with that ditches, gonna cry.
Yeah.
This part of your ribs, just under your.
There's nothing like.
Wow.
I guess it's downhill from the sleeves after that. Sleeves is the easiest, and then everything sucks after that.
Yeah, even the bad parts in the sleeve, it's like more just like annoying.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
The bum. The bum sucks big time.
I'm gonna go ribs. Ribs are not
Really? What a
Yeah, you
bitch.
fucked my ribs up. It was horrible.
What do you call it? Your leg pit, but like next to, like the side of my. What is the spot? But like next to my knee, by the cartilage. The
leg pit.
the leg muff. Yeah. Yeah.
What's the trickiest area to tattoo?
On bone always sucks for me. I'm so scared of blowouts. I feel like an appy when I tattoo on bone.
Yeah, like hip.
Yeah.
Hip area is cack.
And the bum. It's very bouncy. It's very hard to stretch. It's pretty difficult.
Over this collarbone.
The ribs, the rib cage is pretty difficult. It's very sort of thin skin. Those little contours in the rib cage. That's pretty tricky.
Definitely behind the ear. It's fucking hard. It's just hard.
Haven't
You
done
need
one.
tiny little nimble hands. Look at them, nimble.
The shin and the ankle, especially if it goes from the shin onto the calf, because it's super hard flat skin and it goes to like soft skin. And you kind of need to prepare yourself for that because it's so different.
Yeah, have you tattooed a lot of faces?
Never tattooed a face.
Haven't tattooed a face,
No.
that's pretty tricky.
I can imagine.
Yeah, because you never know where to hold.
Finger
You know,
goes in the eye.
You just never know where you're just hovering, bro, you know. Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, I don't want to do that. I'm glad. I didn't.
Not actually tattooing the skin, just like you don't know where to hold.
Elbow's weird. Elbow's not nice. It's weird.
What is the most annoying question?
That is.
How much for a sleeve, I guess.
How much is a sleeve?
That's surpassed annoying.
You can never give a fixed price on something.
Like there's so much that goes into it.
Yeah, like
You know?
I don't know. Like answer to that is I don't know how much for a sleeve.
It's a bit more serious. The one that bothers me is when people ask about like tattooing black skin. It's like, but like, why would a black person get tattooed? Like it's not visible. Like why, would you rather use white ink? I think
it's
that's
a bit whack.
it's a bit racy and it's also a bit ignorant. I think there's always ways to work with different sort of complexions. So I really get annoyed by that question.
You must get some pretty crazy clients sometimes. I get that one a lot. It's not annoying, but it's just like
Yeah.
I don't.
People just message you. They don't no pleasantries. No, hey, how you doing? Just like, how much for this? Or like, can you do this? Or like, I want this. The best is I want this.
I think I'm so used to them all that it's just like I'm immune to it. Like how much is a sleeve type, like people don't even say hello to me in the emails anymore. How